friends. So today I really wanted to do a fall look for you guys, and I used from my previous video, which I will link to my right. I think I can do that. Let's see if it's there. From my previous video when I was unboxing my September 2017 boxy charm for you guys, there were a lot of things in there, like a blush. There was this Pure Soiree Diaries eyeshadow palette, which kind of inspired this entire look because it screams fall. Like, I hear makeup artists always use that term, screams whatever makeup look, but it really does. Like, just look at all these warm shades. It's so fall-like. So that kind of inspired me to create this look. I love BoxyCharm. Guys, if you're watching this, I love you and you're great. So if you want to see how I got this look using different new items, then please keep watching. So the first thing I'm going to do is use this Smashbox Radiance Primer. Great. It looks kind of like this gold thing. And today I'm testing out all new products. So I'll review them while I test them out. And you don't need a bunch of primer. Primer is just like the base of your makeup, and too much kind of like makes your makeup slip and slide, and not enough will also do that. So just a little bit, like that squeezed out a lot more faster than I thought it would have. Okay, I'm just going to use what's on my thumb here. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm just gonna lightly massage that in. And this primer is really great because it doesn't have a strong smell, which I like. I'm super sensitive to scents. And also, it's coming kind of tacky, which is what you want with primers, kind of fast. And that tackiness is what the foundation is going to stick onto. And since I'm doing a fall look, I decided to go with the Radiance Primer because when I think of fall looks, I think of really highlighted and bronzed up faces. Just me. Yeah. I'm using the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. And this is in the shade Soft Honey. I think it may be too dark for me. I just got it in the mail, so we'll see. But I'm just gonna put it on the back of my hand to warm it up a little. And 2 pumps is all you need. It kind of smells like, not clay, but like super clean hospital scents. It's not bad. I don't know how I feel about having it on my face. Let's see. So the best way to apply foundation is to start in near your nose and concentrate the foundation there more, and then just kind of go out so it like dissolves into the outer corners of your face. Okay, so I finished applying the foundation and I'm actually super happy. The smell isn't too bad, it's not that overwhelming. It does have that clean smell, but you'll get used to that throughout the day, so it's fine. It has really good coverage. I would say medium to full coverage because you can still see some of my dark spots. And this foundation does not dry that quickly, so you have some time to work with it. And it feels kind of taggy, but it does feel like skin, which I am actually obsessed with this foundation. It's drugstore foundation, CoverGirl, but it's better than some of my higher end foundations. And I'll link down everything I use in this video below. So feel free to click on the links and buy whatever you want. Okay, now remember I do my eyes before I do concealer in case I fall out or anything. So now onto eyes. I'm using my Smashbox 24-hour eyeshadow primer, and I always use a primer, always, because primers will keep your shadow lasting all day. It'll stop the shadows from creasing, and it'll make your eyeshadows look more vibrant and colorful. So that's why I always use primers. You can use a concealer instead of an eyeshadow primer, but concealers will not absorb all those oils on your eyelids if you have super oily eyelids like me. So I stick with an eyeshadow primer, but that's totally up to you. You don't need a lot, just kind of lightly swipe it across your eye, concentrating on the lid but also going a little bit higher if you plan on using colors over there. Alright, now I have my eyeshadow primer on, and the primer was not new, but I can tell you a review of the Smashbox one. It's great, I love it. My eyeshadows do not smudge all day long when I have that on, so I would recommend buying that. Now I'm gonna take my Pure Soiree Diaries eyeshadow palette, and this is from my latest Boxy charm. I just saw my double chin in the mirror. I am going to take that kind of nude shade, Private Party, to set my eyes. So you always want to set your eyes after priming them, because the tagginess of the primer will go away, and then your transition shade and all your other shades will not look so like they're glued onto your eyes. And I always like to set my eyes with a kind of lighter shade. That way the colors on top of them will look even more vibrant. That makes sense. Some people do not recommend that, but it's personal preference. So I just set my eyes from my lid up to my brow bone. Now, time for the transition color. And you want transition color always because you want that gradient effect that comes with the eyeshadow. So, you just want the lightest shade in the color scheme you were using for that day. I'm going to take Gala over here, which is the light brown shade. And I'll just run that on my crease, going in windshield wiper motions. And when you're doing a transition color, you want to have your hand lower to the base so you have less control. That way it'll look lighter and more airbrushed. Now that we have our transition shade down, I'm just going to use my crease color with a little more of a precise brush. And this is called Stunner. It's kind of a warm brown shade. And another tip, the darker your eyeshadow shade, the lower you want to go. So, for example, transition shade, you're gonna kind of have a little higher up than your next shade. That makes sense? Can you guys tell I'm a teacher? I'm loving the way this is coming out, guys. So now I'm gonna take my fluffy brush again and just kind of blend that all in to erase any harsh edges. Okay. Now I'm gonna use a more precise tip. I think it's a light nickel brush. No, it's a Luxie brush. So now I'm gonna take a dark brown to just deepen up that outer crease color. I'm gonna take that dark brown shade, Snazzy, right there, and I am just going to concentrate that in my outer crease. Next, I'm gonna use my fluffy blending brush again to just blend in those colors. Alright, so one thing you want to keep in mind, you never want to use a shimmer shade in your crease because that shimmer will just fall into those little, I guess, creases, and it will make you look older and it won't look as appealing. You can break those rules occasionally if you really want to. I love using shimmer shade on my lid though. That's great to do. Now I'm just gonna take like a sponge thing right eyeshadow and spray a little bit of setting spray on it. And then I'm gonna take Twinkle, which is that kind of orangey shade, orangey glitter shade. And how that looks. The way I like to work with shimmer shades is that I start low on the lid near the lash line and then I work my way up. Perfect. So, my first impressions of the Pure Soiree Diaries eyeshadow palette. It's so pigmented. The colors scream fall. They are great colors too. Like, they kind of do a more natural fall look. It's that shimmer shade. I'm obsessed with it. A lot of shimmer shades are not that pigmented, I've noticed. This one's pretty pigmented. So, that being said, let's move on to my top liner. Now, I'm gonna do that off camera, but I'll be right back. And if you guys want to see how to do top wing liner, I'm gonna do kind of thick line for this look. Then I would recommend see my blog post about wing liner and I'll link that down below too. Alright, see you guys, be right back. So let's not talk about how mismatched my wing liner looks and how awful it looks because I had my sister do it for me and she's never done wing liner before. So for a beginner, this is not too shabby. But maybe don't go out with this liner. I probably won't. I'm sorry, your eyes just... they don't even match. Like, I'm happy with the way my right eye turned out, but like, it's so much thinner than my left eye. I'm so glad it's Sunday and I'm not going out anywhere. Now, oh yeah, mascara. Mascara? Why can't I say that word today? So, it was, I used the XOXO Skinny Liquid Liner that I talked about last week, and it's really black, so I love that. Try not to cry. It's just really hard. So now I'm gonna curl my lashes using, I forgot the name of this curler, but it's from Sephora. I will also link that down below for you guys. Okay. This hurts. Like, it physically hurts. Now, this is another one of my favorites, so it's not new, but the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara. And I love this because it feels natural. Like, my lashes look long and volumized and they just feel natural. Like, I can touch it and it's, you know that crusty feeling that you get with most mascaras? You do not get that with this. It's great. So I'm just going to apply 2 coats of that. and hopefully that will hide this mess on my eyes. I'm sad. Can you guys tell? The mascara looks okay though, so that's good. Now I'm just going to conceal using my Benefit Boing Airbrush Concealer. I've never used this before, but it kind of looks like this. So it's got bumps on it. It's a green concealer, it looks like, but it's kind of hard. And I am pressing that in to get the most coverage. Okay, so I would say this is a medium coverage concealer. It did not cover too much, but also I only put like one layer on there, maybe two. If you want more, it feels like it's buildable. So I would use this concealer if I was on the go, because it's super easy to blend in. I love things that are easily blendable. So now I'm going to use, well, I love that concealer. I feel like I need more of a highlight. This is by Dr. Dart, and this is a matte contour 02 neutralizer, so it's meant to be a concealer, but it's super light on my face, so I use it as more of a highlighter. And I am just, since that concealer kind of highlighted my under eyes, I don't really need to highlight over there again, so I'm just gonna highlight the other high points of my face. Now I'm not using too much highlighter. And then when you're highlighting your nose, I only highlight tip and right here because I feel like the rest of my nose is already super prominent and highlighted that it doesn't really need to be highlighted anymore. Except for the liner, I'm loving the way that this makeup look is turning out. Now I'm going back in with my Pure Soiree Diaries eyeshadow palette. Now I'm going to pick up an angled eyebrow brush to do this part, to get my lower lash line. And I'm just going to pick up that Stunner shade again, which is that warm brown that we put in our crease. Okay, and I'm not dragging that too low. Next, I'm going to take my Sephora matte black eyeliner, and is this a gel liner? It's waterproof, so I'm gonna run that in my lower waterline, just to complete this eye look. So I ran that lightly across just to give myself more depth, and I think it looks good. Now I'm just gonna take the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara again and put it on my lower lashes. So, as you can probably see, I got mascara on my nose. So I'm gonna show you guys how to take that off really quick without ruining your makeup. And to do that, we're gonna let it dry, which sounds like a bad idea, but if you try and take it off while it's wet, it's going to smudge and you look like you have a black halo thing on your nose. So, looks really funny. So I'm just gonna let that dry. Now, I'm just gonna take my ring finger, which is clean, not wetting it or anything, and I'm just going to apply pressure. You can do this using a Q-tip. I just didn't have one handy, so I used my fingers, which I'm guessing is less sanitary for you, but it worked. And now I'm just going to set my face with some translucent setting powder by Laura Mercier. So whenever you put liquid on your face, like liquid foundation, you always want to set it with powder so that it's not so sticky and nasty. It looks like your skin, feels like your skin, and also that powder is going to make it last all day long. But putting powder on top of powder is super difficult, and it's not blendable super easily. It's not blendable in an easy way. So what I do is I only set with powder the highlighted portions of my face, and anywhere I'm planning on bronzing up using my powder bronzer, I'm not gonna set it with this powder, I'll set it with that powder. And comment below if you have any questions about that, because it sounded confusing. So, as you can see, I like to set my makeup with a natural looking setting powder, because really white powders in certain lighting, like, you can see them, so I do not recommend them. Now, using the back of that same brush, it's two-sided brush, I'm going to bronze up my face using my Bamboo Bronzer by Ciate London. I do love this company. I've gotten a few lip products by them before, and their lip products look and feel great. Now, I'm not gonna contour my face today, so I'm gonna bronze it up a lot. I just feel like with fall looks, a really highlighted and bronzed face look great. And you want something that's warm toned. My bronzer is kind of orangish, which I feel like looks better for bronzers. Now I'm going to put blush on. Time for blush, also by Boxy. It's my studio makeup blush, and it's called the Luminous Loose Blush. There's no shade on here. Now, like I said, I love a really highlighted face for fall. So I'm using my Urban Decay 8 Hour Afterglow for a bit of, to add luminosity back to my face. Well, not back, because my face doesn't normally shimmer, but it will look really shimmery and great. Now, gold highlights are great, but if you have super fair skin, then you probably want to stick with more champagne color highlights. Those will look better. And using that same shade, I'm just gonna highlight a bit more actually. I'm just obsessed with this highlighter. So using the same shade, I'm gonna highlight arch of my brow and my inner corner. And finally, I'm going to set my face using my Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. And remember, this stuff smells funky, but it does the job. It keeps my makeup looking on fleek all day long. Oh, damn it. I almost forgot my lips. So this is the Urban Decay Vice Liquid Lipstick I got in my Sephora Play box. And this is in the color Amulet. So, it's kinda dark. It screams fall too. It's great because we're going for a fall look. So I'm just gonna apply that on my lips. Oh my god, this is applying like butter. It feels so good on my lips. Got some on my outer corners. Let me just fix that really quick. If you're going out, I would recommend fixing it with concealer, but it's a Sunday. I'm not going out anywhere. In fact, I have papers to grade, so I really should work on that, but whatever. Okay, perfect. This is the final look. So if my hair was long, I probably would have worn a messy bun with this look, but since my hair's short, whatever. So if you guys love this fall look, let me know. I'm thinking about doing a blue grunge makeup look for you. If you'd like to see that, comment down below. Comment any suggestions you have. Remember, don't comment on my eyeliner because we're just not gonna go there. And comment any future videos you want to see. Remember, check out my blog, which is also linked down below for makeup and skincare basics. I have some cool tips and tricks you can look at in there. And last but not least, subscribe to my channel because I always post awesome videos and you want to stay in the loop. So subscribe, and press the little notification bell if you're already subscribed to stay notified when I upload a new video. I don't upload as much as I would like to because during the week I'm at school from 7 a.m. to like 3 p.m. and I'm just so tired when I get back. So hopefully that will change once I finish my student teaching. And don't forget to stay awesome. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. And see you next time.